Greetings, fellow time travellers. Welcome back to Ancient Mystery, where we uncover the hidden mysteries of lost civilizations and dive deep into the secrets that shaped our world. I'm your archaeological guide, ready to take you on another mind-bending journey through the corridors of time. Today, we're travelling to the heart of the Roman Empire to explore one of humanity's most astounding architectural achievements. Before we unveil these incredible secrets, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss the ancient mysteries we're about to reveal. Picture this scene with me. The year is 64 AD. Rome, the greatest city the world has ever known, is engulfed in flames. For 6 days and 7 nights, fire consumes everything in its path. Neighborhoods vanish, temples crumble, lives are destroyed. And as the smoke clears, fingers point to one man, Emperor Nero himself. Did he really start the fire to make room for his grandiose dreams? We may never know for certain, but what happened next changed history forever. On those scorched ruins, Nero built something unimaginable, the Domus Aurea, the Golden House. Imagine a palace so massive it covered nearly 120 hectares, private forests inside the city, artificial lakes, a colossal statue of himself 30 meters tall, covered in gold. While Romans starved in the streets, Nero lived like a god among mortals. But here's where our story takes an incredible turn. When Nero died in 68 AD, everything changed. A new emperor rose to power, Vespasian, a military commander from humble origins who understood something Nero never did. The people's loyalty couldn't be bought with golden statues, it had to be earned. So Vespasian made the most brilliant political move in Roman history. Where Nero's private lake once sparkled, he ordered it drained completely, and in its place he commanded the construction of something revolutionary, a massive amphitheater that would belong not to one man, but to 70,000 Roman citizens. But the puzzling question is, how did they do it? How did Roman engineers in 72 AD, without modern machinery, without computers, without steel, manage to build the largest amphitheater the world has ever seen in just 8 years? What we're about to discover will blow your mind. Imagine standing at the construction site in 72 AD. The artificial lake has been drained, revealing muddy ground that seems impossible to build upon. But Roman engineers had a secret weapon. Their understanding of foundation engineering was centuries ahead of its time. They dug down several meters, creating massive foundation trenches. Then they filled these with layer upon layer of concrete and stone, building a platform so solid it would support millions of tons for nearly 2,000 years. Now comes the truly astounding part. From the quarries of Tivoli, 20 kilometers away, workers began transporting massive blocks of travertine stone. Each block weighed several tons. Ox-drawn carts moved slowly along ancient roads, carrying these giants to Rome. But here's what will amaze you. They needed over 100,000 cubic meters of travertine. That's enough stone to build a wall 3 meters high, stretching from Rome to Florence. Picture the construction site now. Thousands of workers, architects, engineers, slaves, and craftsmen working in perfect coordination. Wooden cranes operated by human power lift the massive stones into place. The sound of hammers on iron fills the air. Saws cut through wood for scaffolding. Voices shout instructions in Latin. This isn't just construction. This is orchestrated chaos on an imperial scale. But here's the real genius that modern engineers still marvel at today. The Romans didn't stack stones randomly. They created a revolutionary system of arches and vaults. Each arch distributed weight to the structures beside it. Each vault channeled force downward and outward. The entire building became a network of mutual support, like a three-dimensional spider web made of stone. This modular system meant they could build quickly without sacrificing strength. Pure engineering brilliance. Pay attention to this incredible detail. The outer walls were made of travertine blocks, but the Romans didn't use mortar to hold them together. Instead, they used 300 tons of iron clamps. 300 tons! These clamps were shaped like butterfly wings, fitting into carved slots in the stone, holding everything together with incredible strength. Sadly, during the Middle Ages, treasure hunters dug out most of these iron clamps, leaving thousands of holes you can still see today. In 80 AD, just 8 years after construction began, the impossible became reality. Emperor Titus, Vespasian's son, stood before the completed Colosseum. The inauguration games lasted 100 days. 100 days of spectacle that no one had ever witnessed before. But what exactly happened inside those stone walls? What we'll discover now will take us into the darkest and most thrilling aspects of Roman culture. Imagine you're a Roman citizen walking toward the Colosseum on game day. You approach one of 80 entrance arches, each numbered like a modern stadium. You find your entrance, your ticket, a small pottery piece called a tessera, shows your section number. You climb the vomitoria, those brilliantly designed passages that allow 70,000 people to enter in less than 15 minutes. Ancient traffic management at its finest. Now you're seated according to your social class. If you're a senator, you're sitting ringside on marble seats with backs and cushions. A knight? You're in the second tier on stone benches. A common citizen? You're higher up on wooden seats. A woman or freed slave? You're at the very top under the blazing sun. Every person in their place. Every class knowing exactly where they belong. This wasn't just entertainment. This was social order made visible. Above you, something extraordinary is happening. Sailors from the imperial fleet are operating the velarium, a massive retractable awning made of canvas. Using ropes, pulleys and masts attached to the top of the building, they're creating shade for thousands of spectators. Roman air conditioning powered by naval expertise. These weren't just builders, they were innovators who understood physics, engineering and crowd management. But the real magic happened below, in the hypogeum. Picture a vast underground world beneath the arena floor. Cages holding lions, tigers, bears, elephants, panthers, and creatures most Romans had never seen. Gladiators waiting in cells, checking their weapons one final time. Stage designers preparing props and scenery. And here's the mind-blowing part. A complex system of hand-operated elevators and trapdoors. When the show began, animals would suddenly appear in the arena as if by magic, lifted through trapdoors from below. Scenery would emerge, transform the space, then disappear. Gladiators would rise dramatically from underground, all operated by dozens of workers pulling ropes and operating wooden machinery beneath the crowd's feet. It was ancient special effects that would impress Hollywood today. The morning started with venationes, wild animal hunts. Trained beast fighters called venatores would face lions, bears or bulls. The crowd roared as exotic animals from Africa and Asia died in the sand. Then came the executions. Criminals condemned to death were either torn apart by beasts or forced to reenact tragic myths, dying as entertainment for thousands. But everyone was really waiting for the main event, the gladiators. These weren't random fighters. They were highly trained athletes, specialists in different fighting styles. The Mamilio with his fish-crested helmet and short sword, the Retiarius with his net and trident, the Thrakes with his curved blade. Each match was choreographed, yet deadly real. Victory meant glory, money, fame. Defeat often meant death. Here's something that will shock you. The famous thumbs up, thumbs down gesture? Historians now believe it might have been reversed or completely different. We're not even certain what gesture actually decided a gladiator's fate. Ancient sources contradict each other. The truth has been lost to time, replaced by Hollywood mythology. And on special occasions, the entire arena was flooded. Engineers would seal the arena floor and pump in water from Rome's aqueducts, creating a lake. Then actual ships, smaller versions of warships, would be sailed in. Staged naval battles called Naumachiae recreated famous sea conflicts. Hundreds of fighters, real ships, actual combat, all in a flooded stone arena. The engineering required to make this waterproof and then drain it again is staggering. But here's what this was really about. Control. Every game, every spectacle, every free show was propaganda. Give the people bread and circuses, keep them happy, keep them loyal, keep them from questioning imperial power. The Colosseum wasn't just entertainment, it was political manipulation on a massive scale. Now let's talk numbers that will blow your mind. The Colosseum measures 189 meters long and 156 meters wide. Its original height was almost 50 meters. That's like a 17-story building. The exterior had 4 levels decorated with Doric, Ionic and Corinthian columns, showing off all 3 major Greek architectural styles, every detail designed to impress, to intimidate, to demonstrate Rome's superiority. But not even giants live forever. In the 5th century, the games ended. Christianity was rising and church leaders condemned the bloodshed. The last gladiator fights happened under Emperor Honorius around 404 AD. Then silence fell over the arena. Without imperial funding and public interest, the Colosseum began its long decline. During the Middle Ages, it became everything except what it was built for. A fortress for noble families fighting over Rome. A shelter for the homeless. A quarry where people stole stone, iron and marble to build churches and palaces. Earthquakes in 1349 and later years collapsed entire sections. Nature began reclaiming it. By the 1500s, rare plants were growing inside the ruins, so many that botanists came to study this accidental garden. Yet something incredible happened. The Colosseum never truly died. In the 18th century, Pope Benedict XIV declared it sacred ground, claiming Christian martyrs had died there, though historians debate this claim. He installed a cross, created a way of the cross, and forbade further quarrying. Conservation began. The Colosseum was being saved. Today, over 7 million people visit it every year. They walk where emperors walked. They stand where gladiators fought. They look up at stone arches that have witnessed nearly 2,000 years of human history. Wars, earthquakes, looting, neglect, nothing could destroy it completely. So here's the ultimate question. Why did it survive when so many other ancient wonders vanished? Was it the brilliance of Roman engineering, the quality of materials, or something deeper, the idea it represents? Perhaps the Colosseum survives because it embodies humanity's greatest achievements and darkest impulses, our creativity and cruelty, our genius and barbarism, all frozen in stone. What do you think? Was the Colosseum a monument to Roman greatness or a symbol of imperial brutality? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this journey through time amazed you, make sure to like this video and subscribe, because next week we're traveling to ancient Egypt to uncover secrets about the Great Pyramid that recent discoveries have finally revealed. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning,